Mark taught me that it's much more about interpersonal skills than it is about anything else. And so I went through some troubles last year, and Mark is quite literally the reason I am where I am today, aka graduating.
Oh, Mark is a social animal. He loves individuals, but he also I think to him it's quite important that he pay back what he got in his pharmacy education, and not only his pharmacy education, but his practice outside after he graduated.
I didn't even think of it as mentorship. I just thought of it as helping people out whenever I could. And I faced challenges throughout my career and throughout my life, and I wouldn't have got through them without everybody that supported me. And so when I see someone having their own challenge or just not knowing how to proceed, I just try to help them as best I can.
Even though I've been Mark's professor, oftentimes I do see that he provides a certain element of mentorship even to me. He's an example of somebody who's a real go-getter.
Literally, I can message him saying, "Hey Mark, what's the best way to change the world?" And he'll think on it for a few days and give me a meaningful answer that will actually help me get through whatever I'm getting through.
I look at the students coming out now, and they're coming out with a skill set that wasn't even considered to train us with those skills. And the challenge that they're going to face is they're going to be coming into a system that doesn't allow them to practice to their full scope, or the scope that they're trained to. And getting through that and figuring out, well, how do I do all these things that I know how to do within the system that doesn't allow me to do them? And yes, there's systemic change that needs to be happen, but you can also navigate the system a little bit differently and do these things and start to get a foothold, and then you move the profession forward that way.
Like I know he's in a very different stage in his career, but he really seems to understand what somebody else is going through, and that's been something that's great. And any achievements I've had in pharmacy, he's right there being like, "Good job, Lindsay." And it's just nice to have that support there and know that he's there.
You need someone that believes in you when you're not quite believing in yourself, and if you can do that for someone else, it's the greatest feeling in the world.